Hello everyone, this is Ted with Oaxray, and today we're going to go over how you can use multi-channel fulfillment to make more money on Amazon.com. So we're coming up on the long-term storage fee time, and one thing that people were asking me in the meetups were, how do I get rid of inventory other than using Amazon? And one thing that everyone should think of, not only with long-term storage, but for inventory in general, is that we have something called multi-channel fulfillment. This is whenever you send your items into Amazon FBA, they will actually fulfill it from one of their facilities to wherever you want it to go. So what is multi-channel fulfillment? Here on the screen, multi-channel fulfillment is Amazon's service to enable to fulfill orders from Amazon's sales channel other than Amazon.com, such as a company website, using the inventory that is stored in Amazon. Essentially, let's say you have a Shopify store or an eBay listing. Whenever the order comes through, you put it into the multi-channel fulfillment system and you put the address, you put all the information, and then Amazon will ship that item out depending on the services that you use. So the minimum for calculating shipping charges is 1/10 or 1/16 of 1 pound. And there are shipping fees and those kind of items explained here. If you just type in multi-channel fulfillment, you'll be able to see any of these. Your shipping options available will be, you can do standard shipping, which would be 3 to 5 days. You can do 2-day air shipping, or you can do next day air shipping and processing. So what can I customize my multi-channel fulfillment packing slips? Yes, you can use your own brand in the packing slip. But if you want a box that does not say Amazon on it, then you're going to have to pay an extra $1 fee, and I'll go over more of that a little bit later. Actually, it says it right here. So what type of box or packing is used for multi-channel fulfillment? You'll have the option to use a neutral box, which is just a brown box, doesn't say anything on it, but this actually costs you $1 to use. So if you're selling from a venue, or you want to have your information, you don't want them to know it came from Amazon, then you're going to have to pay the $1 fee for this. How are returns handled? These are handled by you. So Amazon will ship to the customer, but it's still your responsibility to handle any returns, and that is all on you. So if you get an eBay return and you sent something multi-channel fulfilled, you're still going to have to deal with that. Can we do COD, which is cash on delivery? That is a no. How quickly are multi-channel fulfilled orders processed? Generally, they're going to be processed the same day. If you select next day air shipping or 2-day air shipping, as long as it's before 1 p.m., it's going to be delivered either the next day or 2 days, depending on which ones you send. But if you select one of the slower options, then it's going to be the same day or the next day shipped out. Where can I find the tracking numbers? You just go to your manage orders page, and you just look for the order that processed, and there will be a tracking number input as soon as the item is shipped. How do I submit orders to multi-channel fulfillment? Here's the web form. You'll be able to find it by simply clicking here or going to your Seller Central and then actually clicking on the multi-channel fulfillment. Once you get to this screen, you're able to input the name, address, and all the information of the person who you're sending the item to. If you come over here to the search and add tab, here you can input any ASIN, hit search, and then you tell them how many units you want shipped to the customer. You can also upload a bulk file if you want to send a bunch of items to one customer. A couple more questions. Can I cancel a multi-channel fulfillment order? Yes, but you have 15 minutes to do so. And if it's over the 15 minutes, they will try, but they can't guarantee anything. So if you're running a payment website, make sure you have the payment before, or make sure you've contacted the customer before you ship the item out, because Amazon's not going to be able to cancel that order. Can I use my own boxes? That's a no. Amazon is going to use their boxes. If you pay the fee of $1, then they will use a blank box that does not have their logo on it. Can I use multi-channel fulfillment without listing a product on Amazon? And you can if you have a Pro Merchant account, and you also must future date the listing whenever you're listing it as created by Amazon. So today is February 8th. I can future date it to next year, and then the item will not be available for sale, but the listing will still be there in my account. So when the order comes through, I fulfill it like normal. This screen has all the fees related to multi-channel fulfillment. Here we have an order handling fee on standard media sized items of $1.90 per order, a pick and pack fee of 60 cents, and a weight handling fee of 45 cents per pound. So here is your breakdown. An item like this Adele CD is going to cost you $2.95. One thing you want to remember about this is that your order handling fee and your weight handling fee are not going to change very much with additional units. So a unit that is 1/3 of a pound like this Adele CD is, if you have 10 of them in one order, the only thing that is going to change is your pick and pack fee, and your weight handling fee is going to change slightly. So each additional unit is going to cost you, for this, approximately 75 cents an additional unit, but your first unit costs you $2.95. So you may offer discounts if someone buys multiple units at once. Let's move over to standard size media. We see the order handling fee per order is actually $4.75, pick and pack fee of 75 cents, and a weight handling fee of 45 cents. If we scroll down here, we see that a standard small item is going to cost you $5.95 to ship. And if you have an item that's about a pound, like this phone case is approximately, every additional unit you add, the first unit you have is going to cost you about $5.95, but every additional unit is only going to cost you about $1.20 because you're only adding in the weight fee and the pick and pack fee. You're not going to add in this order handling fee if they're all completed in one order. So this is definitely incentive to sell items in a multi-pack and sell more than one on the other venues. Now we move over to oversized media items. Those are even more expensive, with the standard unit costing order handling of $7, pick and pack fee of $3, and weight handling fee of 50 cents. These get more expensive, with an average keyboard and mouse going for $11 just to ship out. So these are a little less economical. And again, you have this large order handling fee. So the more units you sell in one order, the more economical it becomes with each additional unit. So you might want to sell items bundled together to save yourself some shipping. Now I'm going to move over to one of the best softwares that I've used, and that is Joe Lister. What that does is it allows you to sync up your Amazon account to your eBay account and quickly make listings on eBay from your Amazon account. So just in a few seconds, you log in, you put all your information in there, and you set up a repricer so you can list all your items from Amazon to eBay in just a few clicks. Now for me, I tend to get about 10% of my Amazon sales over to eBay. So if I'm doing 10,000 a month, I would expect 1,000 might come from eBay if I list all those items over. When I was doing it, I only listed items with high quantities because it wasn't worth my time if I only had one unit in stock, and most likely I would have sold it on Amazon anyways. But with the long-term storage fees coming up, it might be worth listing your entire inventory on eBay, and even if you can just get some items sold a little bit faster, it might be worth your money. Thank you guys very much. Have a great day and make some money using Oaxray. Please like and subscribe. And if you have a question about Amazon, put a comment down below and I'll make a video about it as soon as I can.